Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Timothy Shepard. Uh, Thank you for stopping by. If you can subscribe, like, and list your comments on what you think about the video. As I go into the video here, I'm showing you pictures from the door when you're coming from the basement. This is actually the footing of the deck. So I'm going to rebuild this footing here, and you see I did small shots of the boxing to hold the concrete. This is after I took off the concrete. So now I'll go into the video. This is what it looks like. I'm not finished with it, but this is what it looks like for now because I know the rain was coming and I wanted to get at least some of the stuff done. I have to do the other side. So as we go into the video right now, um, that's me taking off the plywood from the deck. Um, go. Um, it wasn't cold on this day. It wasn't that cold. Um, it was just a little bit challenging to getting all the stuff, getting the plywood off on the deck. I said my cousin last week, my cousin Aldrin Bain, he was able to help me mix the concrete, and so I didn't have enough uh, plywood to take the concrete all the way up. So I'm gonna have to go back and do that another day, maybe next year, because right now it's starting to get really cold now. This is in New York, by the way. So it's starting to get really cold now. So, um, and I don't think the concrete is going to uh, hold together in this cold weather. I might have to get a heat lamp, but I don't want to do all of that. And plus, right now today is raining outside, so I couldn't go and finish up. Um, put the gravel back and move the rocks. Um, so as you can see, I'm just trying to take the plywood off. Uh, it started to give me some trouble to get off, so I had to go and get a crowbar and hammer and try to pry it off without damaging the concrete that was there. So I finally did get that off. As you can see how it looked, I think I really like what I did, and I had to take the wood off the other side, and so I'm just taking pictures and also taking video of how it looks. So now I'm gonna go and take the other side off. Um, there was some wire that I had put on the other side to hold it. I got an idea from my dad who was doing some um, work on his house, and he told me the best way to do that so it holds is to take wire and go through from one end to the other. That will help hold the board, hold the, so the reason for that is that if the concrete was to prevent the concrete from coming loose, basically, like so depending on the amount of pressure and amount of concrete you pour in there, you don't want it to bust open and then got all the concrete on the floor and you got to mix everything over again. So the wire going from one end to the other end and tying it off so it holds. So in addition to the other support end, um, the board that I had in place, as you see from the beginning, that will help hold in the concrete. And you just simply at the end just cut the wire that's there and to take the board off. So um, it held up. That's my concern, and it held, and it's very interesting though. So I got one board out, and the other end, I was struggling really bad to get it out. As you see from a different angle, um, you see from a different camera angle, I had to go around the other side and try to pry it open because it would not budge. It would not budge no matter how hard I tried. Um, so I went around the other side, move all that stuff out of the way. And I'll tell you how this project started when I get the other pictures for the deck. So this is the bottom of the footing of the deck that I'm working on. You see there where I the step has to be fixed, so partially we can't do that now because of It's cold outside and it's raining, so I'm gonna have to come back maybe when it gets a little warmer, or maybe the springtime, and finish this up. But I do have to go back and put the gravel back in place along with the bricks and some stones and fill that space up. You can see from the other angle. Um, it's still fighting with it, fighting with it, fighting with it. Right in the corner, there's some, the concrete had came out in the end, and that's what kind of sealed it in. Um, couldn't get moved, so I had to bang that out from a hammer, dig it out. This is stubborn, couldn't get it out at all. So I finally had to go get a chisel from Call It Correct um, to get it out. Uh, bang it out, bang, bang. It was in there pretty good. Um, in there pretty good. So I think it should come out right about now. Ah, there you go. Success. So that's one part of it. This is the second part of the video. Well, this is the second part of the video. I had to cut it down because it was a really long video, so I had to do it in sections. And so now I'm just going to clean the area off. As you see from the pictures, how you see from the pictures that how I did it afterwards. I put quickset. I use quickset, you know, to put on the sides. But one thing about a quickset, if you work with quickset mortar mix, it's very expensive from Home Depot. It's very expensive. If you're working with that, you gotta work fast because it gets hard really quick. Because I was working on my house and I had to clean the area off, and it was kind of warm outside. And by the time I got back to it, the whole thing was hardened. I had to go and I had to go through it all the way. So it was a whole bunch of, and it's expensive. So if you're working with quickset, it's very expensive, and it gets hard really quick. See, I'm sweeping the area up from all the debris and dust on the floor. I think this is about coming to the end of the video now. So again, once again, I want to thank Aldrin for coming and assisting me on this project. Hopefully, in the next videos I make, you'll be able to see him as we finish up the deck. So thank everybody for watching. Subscribe, like, list your comments. What do you think about the job? And stay tuned until the next video. Thank you all.